Hi, everybody. Welcome to Quarantine Cafe. I am here right now with ALDRA.
What up, what up?
How's your quarantine going? What have you been up to?
Quarantine's been cool. What have I been doing? I've mostly been probably like in the hammock 98% of the time. Like as soon as it got nice outside, just been outside as much as possible. I think really like focusing up on reading and practicing, and I haven't really been making music per se, but more so just like trying to practice getting better at what I already need to focus on. So that's been most of quarantine. What about you?
Nice. I've been doing this, I guess.
No, you've been definitely staying really busy with it. There's like so many episodes coming out. It's like really awesome.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about the music that you're about to play for us?
Music that I'm about to play for y'all. Last song. It's weird. Every song that is about to come up are all songs that I wrote right before quarantine kind of happened. And so I was like, oh, hey, I have this new set list. And then quarantine came down and I was like, oh, hey, I'm never playing this set list. So first song, Scars. I think I wrote it the way that I write most of my songs at like 10 p.m. at night, where it's just like the spur of an idea. And I'm like, okay, we're going to fiddle along with this. And hopefully my roommates don't hate me too much for me like playing the same phrase over again. So yeah, that's that song, Skies.
Cool. So let's give that a listen and then we'll be right back.
Alright, Quarantine Cafe. So my name is ALDRA, and this first song that I'm playing is called Loud and Clear. Baby, lately I ain't feeling safe with where we are. My heart's got PTSD, and you know it ain't no small feat. I'm falling so high. Every time you sigh, it weighs on me. I try to brush it off, but I'ma need a crowbar to try and pry away all my anxiety. All my anxieties. So if I ask you to hug me a little more, kisses on my forehead, and I'll adore you, and all the things you do. The times that we lie in bed away, tangled in your arms, don't have to say a word. Your actions are loud and clear. Loud and clear. I'm a wanderer away from a breakdown. One sip up and my system's gonna blow. Yeah, diffuse a bomb with a kiss. I love your tongue on my lips. I hope it's not true, but I think I really like you. So if I ask you to hug me a little more, kisses on my forehead, and I adore you, and all the things you do. The times that we lie in bed away, tangled in your arms, don't have to say a word. Your actions are loud and clear. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. All
was loud and clear, and I hope you liked it. This next song is called I don't actually know what the name for the song is called. It doesn't have a name yet. I think all these songs I kind of wrote right before quarantine started, and then we were inside, so they never got played out. So they're all relatively new-ish songs. I think this is Scars. No one taught you the right way, how to listen to the skies that life makes. So you tripping through the dark, lost and alone. And now you're chilling at the bar on Wednesday. Liquid bender for your heart, a mistake. Comfort in the distant chatter into strong cologne. Wait, darling, away. If you run away, you'll always be afraid. You don't have to pay for my love, you just have to stay around love. And you swear that you don't know me now, and words get loud, just stay. You don't have to pay for my love, you just have to stay around love. Even when the clouds come out and rain pours down, just stay. I swear we'll make it through. And now you walk in the night 'cause you can't sleep, and empty streets are the only place you find peace. Tell your story to the night air, and in the day you fight hard to speak and tell your story to anyone who's not me. Out there you lay your story bare. Wait, darling, away. If you run away, you'll always be afraid. You don't have to pay for my love, you just have to stay around love. Even when the clouds come out and rain pours down, just stay. You don't have to pay for my love, you just have to stay around love. And you swear that you don't know me now, and words get loud, just stay. I swear we'll make it through. Your eyes wide, floating in the current of the sea, hoping that you'll find your feet, hoping that you'll find your feet. Your eyes wide, floating in the current of the sea, and when you find your feet, you'll know. Yeah.
And we're back with ALDRA. Okay, so you mentioned that you've been spending a lot of time practicing and reading. So what have you been working on in terms of like practicing? Like guitar or like singing or both, or like what kind of stuff?
I do have to say I'm kind of guilty of not practicing guitar as much as I told myself I was going to practice guitar during this. I have been doing like vocal exercises every day, and that part has been really helpful. But as far as practicing guitar, I've never been really comfortable with fretting along the fretboard, so trying to like figure that out and make it easier to just like understand and look and figure out where I'm going on the fretboard.
Yep.
So that kind of practice mostly. And as far as reading, I'm trying to figure out what I just finished. The Amazing Life of Oscar Wilde, which is a book that my sister gave me
Yeah.
like a couple of summers ago, and it's just sat in my library forever, but I've always heard people say great things about it, so I finally just picked it up and read it through this year.
I've heard of that before. Who wrote that again?
If you give me like 3 seconds, I can go pick it up and
Yeah.
get it.
Let's do it. Why not? Yeah, tell us a little bit about it. Like,
Can do. All right, we're back. The Brief and Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde by Junot Diaz.
oh yeah. Junot Diaz, yeah.
Yo, this book is really good because along with going over like the family dynamic of Oscar Wilde and his family like coming into New York from, I'm pretty sure they're in Puerto Rico. No, they're in DR. Going from DR to Puerto Rico and the family dynamic of still having family there and trying to settle a new life here and trying to figure out which life is better. It also goes over like the history of like their dictator during this book and like how bad life was there, but how you think that life in New York is going to be so much better. But then they come to New York and they're like kind of scared of New York. Like there's all this underlying stuff of what it's like for immigrating from one island, starting a new world somewhere else, and like wanting to know if maybe it was better back before. And I feel like they don't necessarily always bring that to the forefront of this book, but there's like this underlying anxiety all the time that you're reading it of stuff that's happening, of their events and what causes the story all the way down their family line, because they believe that there's this huge curse or fuku that is like made all these terrible things happen to their family. And as you're following the line, you're like, maybe your family is cursed. Like this all started however long ago.
Huh.
I definitely recommend reading it. I probably like kind of butchered that summary of it, but that's what it's been great for me about. I really enjoyed this book a lot.
Cool. So do you read a lot, and does it affect your songwriting?
I read a ton. I was like always a bookworm in school who was always in like the accelerated reading programs like by themselves with like ice cream and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was always trying to get like my friends and classmates to read with me, and they're like, we don't want to read that much, it's okay. But I think I had like cartons and cartons of book until I moved to Boston and had to move into a room instead of having like a library.
Yeah.
So I donated a bunch of books then. As far as how it affects my writing, I used to want to be a writer, and I think we talked different points because I know that you write as well, and I really have enjoyed reading like small excerpts of things that you have written because you're a very amazing writer too. There was some point of trying to switch over writing poems and books to writing songs because I've never been great at writing middles of books. I love writing beginnings and ends, but I don't like writing middle content. So
yeah,
writing a song that's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so much easier than trying to write a long book.
That's true. Yeah. You can almost make it like all beginning and end or something.
Pretty much.
All right, so that was Scars. This next one is going to be Reckless. Also a pretty new one, so yeah. I'm giving up my ghost tonight. I've done my time and fought my fight. The civil war is breaking me. These dirty hands are never clean. No time for tales of fables. Rose color turns disabled. The clouds will drop and all the magic in here cease to be. It's taking a control of me. It's draining all my energy. And I don't know if I can bear this weight alone, this weight alone. My time, my love, I'll sacrifice. Though in my bed, roll the dice. No second thoughts, no advice, I won't think twice, I won't think twice when I get so back. The risk of love is lost and grief's a price that they choose to collect, right? The payment to your heart goes on decline. Wish I let my guard up. Wish I never let you in. Thought that I'd be smarter than to throw my cards all in. Yeah, 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 feels like a shift in 9 to 5, out on the heart's entire minds. Day in, day out, we fall repeat. I know it's insanity. Was never good at cutting ties, but triggered his such outlies. Dance away onto the tomb, 'cause buried there is all that's true. It's taking a control of me. It's draining all my energy. And I don't know if I can bear this weight alone, this weight alone. My time, I love, I sacrifice. Though in my bed and roll the dice. No second thoughts, no advice. I won't think twice, I won't think twice when I get so right. The risk of love is lost and grief is a price that they choose to collect, right? The payment to your heart goes on decline. Wish I let my guard up. Wish I never let you in. Thought that I'd be smarter than to throw my cards all in. Yeah, 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 hey, 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 yeah, 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 hey, hey, hey. All right. Yeah, so that was Reckless. That's kind of all the songs that I kind of made right before this quarantine started. I do have some old faithfuls that I always play at open mics and stuff. So this next one is called Quicksilver. And yeah, it's one that I wrote maybe about a year ago, and it's stuck with me always. I really enjoy playing this song. It's a fun one. I think my way, you don't feel the same. Don't try to slow. I know you feel this pain, but the silence is up both on me and on your face. I see it in your face. You won't hear me when I say we need to break away while we still can stop this fight. 'Cause we'll go flipping soon, or choke upon the fears. This love is eating me from the inside out. I say go, this venom's killing me. Each time we touch, my mind shouts out loud. Oh, it's I say go, this venom's killing me. Oh, it's tainted, filled up heavy like mercury. I'm stuck in my life, can't stand to see you grow. And the memories of where we shared between us two is done in my life. Ain't nothing left to do but to stay and get hurt, or to cut the ties and move. I see it in your face. You won't hear me when I say we need to break away while we still can stop this crash. Cause we'll go flipping soon, or choke upon the fumes I love. This love is eating me from the inside out. Oh, it's I say go, this venom's killing me. Each time we touch, my mind shouts out loud. Oh, it's I say go, this venom's killing me. Oh, it's tainted, filled up heavy like mercury. I gotta get out, yeah. I gotta get out, yeah. I gotta get out, yeah. I gotta get it out. Gotta get out. Because this love is eating me from the inside out. Oh, it's hard to say go, this venom's killing me. Each time we touch, my mind shouts out loud. Oh, it's hard to say go, this venom's killing me. This love is eating me from the inside out. Oh, it's hard to say go, this venom's killing me. Each time we touch, my mind shouts out loud. Oh, it's hard to say go, this venom's killing me. Oh, it's tainted, filled up heavy like mercury.
Here's an interesting question, because you mentioned that you're like a prose writer as well. Like, when you write songs, do you usually come up with a melody first, or do you come up with words first?
I think I come up with, I hum to myself words and a melody. Like, I typically, there's a phrase that comes to my head and I start like fumbling around with the words, and then typically with how the words are, I think I try to form it in the way of when you're writing a poem and you want it to sound like really nice rhythmically. And I think from trying to make it form really nice rhythmically is where I somehow come with the melody. But I don't ever pick up guitar first, because I don't really, as I was saying, like trying to figure out where I want that note in my head to come out from. It's easier to do it in my head and find it on guitar.
Cool. And where's your stuff online for everybody who wants to listen to it?
Stuff online, you can find it on all streaming platforms under ALDRA. There is also now website, vonaldra.com.
vonaldra.com.
A quarantine project, so that is finally done.
Nice.
And von.aldra for Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that.
Cool.
All right. We're like ending the near of this episode of the Quarantine Cafe. So I've got one more song for y'all. And like my couch is a really low couch, so this feels really weird, the angle of it. But this last song that we are going to do is called Blue Lip Stain. And I also have not played this song in a while, so let's hope that we start this off on the right note. Across your cheeks, couldn't stay away, my sweet. We lounge all day and play all eve, seen the lights today, my sweet. What I give you can take it as long as you pay for your gratitude. There's no room to be gorgeous, sit back and enjoy this grown game for two. Wrapped up in our sin, lost in love and the love that we're in. Lace and lace and skin, we break and rebuild again and again. All over, I promise that we will go to sleep. Your eyes and the way you smile that changes our plans, my sweet. The candles lit and shadows dance, time moves too quick, my sweet. I give you can take it as long as you pay for your gratitude. There's no room to be gorgeous, sit back and enjoy this grown game for two. Wrapped up in our sin, lost in love and the love that we're in. rebuild again and again. And when it's all over, I promise that we will go to sleep. All right, Quarantine Cafe.
And is there anything else that you'd like to say to our audience at Quarantine Cafe?
Everybody stick in there. Like, this has been an amazing thing. This has been like an amazing outlet to watch during all of quarantine. So just be nice to each other. Find different ways to reach out and make sure everyone's doing well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for being on the show, Aldra. And for everybody else, I'm your host, Callum, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at noon.
Thank you to Callum for having me on here. I really enjoyed it. I hope everybody is quarantining well. It's nice to be on here. Bye.